How's it going, everybody? On to the next video. Today we're going to be tying a woolly bugger. This is normally the first fly that most people learn how to tie. I personally think that the flies I've done videos of before are actually easier. But this is easy too. There's not much to it. So first off, we're going to start off with size 8 Daiichi hook in the 1750s. And we're also going to use a 5/32 Cyclops Bead in the appropriate size, of course. So first off, take our hook, put the bead on, and put it back in our vise. Next, I'm going to take some this 025 or 020 lead-free wire. About 10 wraps. Put it behind the bead there. As always, when you're doing these wraps, snip off the tags and push those tag ends down, flush on the shank, and shove that right into that bead. I don't know if you can see that. Now, I got some olive Veevus 140 thread that we're going to use. Put your thread dam on there. Right behind that wire. Now, take your wire to the barb of the hook, or your thread, excuse me. Take your thread to the barb of the hook, not the wire. We don't need it that heavy. Okay, now we're going to take some olive marabou. And generally about the length of your shank is what you need. Do a pinch wrap. I like to do a couple pinch wraps. And then one loose over top. Come underneath. Get that off. And secure the ends of the marabou. Now, what we're going to do is going to take some of this Krystal flash here. I like to do about 4 strands. You want this to be the same length as your marabou. Everything on the other side. Just pull. All you gotta do is just pull this over onto the other side here and capture it with your thread. It should be good. Then come in here with your scissors and cut that off same length as the other side. Now, you can choose to put some silly legs in here if you want. It's the same, you put it in the same way as you did the Krystal Flash. It's all up to you. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to actually put in some rubber legs. I'm going to do it in black. Okay. So, same thing. At the length of the marabou. Capture it. A couple loose wraps. Then crank down on it. Pull it over to the other side. Capture. And cut the same length. Now, you got them in. What we're going to do is take our chenille that we've done pre-cut here. This chenille is it's a woolly bugger chenille, Antron, Sculpin olive. It's a medium size. It's got a little bit of flashy stuff in there. I like it. So you're going to have a little tag in that you pulled off. Capture it. So all this medium chenille, actually all chenille, has a thread cord. So you're using that thread cord to actually tie off on. Now, wind that all the way to behind your bead. Take it. You're going to wrap it. Touching the wraps all the way up behind the bead. Secure it. With your thread. Snip off the excess. More wraps. All right. Now, we are going to use Grizzly hackle for the hackle. When you do this, you want to pull off about 1/8 of an inch from one side. It helps in the hackling process. Helps it go the right way. Tie it in, side closest to you. Snip that tag end off. Bring your thread underneath the hackling. Just very loose wraps. Back to the beginning of the chenille here. In between the chenille and your marabou. Now, I'm going to do 2 wraps right behind the bead. Then do some open spiral wraps till you get to the back. Capture that with your thread. Clip with that piece of hackle off. Now, save that because you can use that on other flies. And start coming back up in between the hackling. When you do this, give it a little bit of wiggle like this, and it gets it through them hackle fibers without capturing too many of the hackle, too many of the fibers. Now, all you got to do is whip finish. 3-4 turns of whip finish, and you're good. Now, it's generally a good idea to put a little Zap-A-Gap or super glue, some thin super glue, get down in there into the threads. It's not absolutely necessary, but after a few good fish on this, it's going to pull it apart. But that is how you do a woolly bugger. And any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. Leave it in the comments. As always, please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again. Thank you.